plots. Straightforward. Stem and leaf plots, I always get the what the, when are we ever going to use this? Okay, stem and leaf plots are a way to organize numbers. They're a way to organize what? Numbers, a way to organize numbers. So these ones on the far left are all called the stem. Good work, they're called the stem. These ones on the far right are called leaf. Leaf or leaves if we want to make it plural. Those are all leaves. So how is this organized? It's all about this. Every time you create a stem and leaf plot, you've got to have a key. You've got to have a key that tells you how to read it. Donnie, still with us? So right here it's saying if you've got 2 on the left, 0 on the right, that stands for what number? 20. So right here, this is 20. Okay, what's this one and this one? 20. This one and this one? 20. What's this one and this one? 59. Okay, you totally got it. Now watch. Because sometimes keys are different. Callie's still with us? Sometimes you'll see a key that says, for example, 2 with a line 3, but that means what changed in that one? Oh, so they added a decimal. So be careful. It totally matters how you do the key. Don't forget to look at the keys. Question, Matt. That's a great question. Matt asked, does that mean only the 2 and the 3 or everything in the stem and leaf plot? It's everything. Everything in the stem and leaf plot would be organized that way. Okay, look at your leaves. Do you notice something about how these numbers are organized? Thanks for raising your hand. Sergio, what do you notice? They're in order. What do you mean by order?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Keep going. Keep going.
Lowest to highest.
I'll take it. Lowest to highest. What do you notice about the stems going this way? Top to bottom. Anna, what do you notice? That one also goes in order. So make sure your stem and leaf plots are in order. Smallest to biggest. Okay, scratch paper ready? The thing about organizing numbers is you've got to have a set of numbers. So maybe you decide to start a restaurant when you're big adults and you have big girl jobs, big boy jobs. So you want to see if your restaurant's making money. So every night you write down how much you brought in, right? And then you've got to organize the data. So what I did first is I took data for the number of minutes a cell phone user talked. So first phone call was like 3 minutes or something like that. Second phone call was 55 minutes. Whenever you do stem and leaf plots, the first thing you have to do is put them in order. Like Anna was saying, like Sergio was saying, put them in order from smallest number to biggest number. Pat yourselves on the back. I already did this for you on the first one, so you're ready to copy it down? All right, I already put these in order. Before that, Donnie, question?
What if it's not a double digit?
It's a great question. You just have to adjust your key. So you could do like 1.23 would mean 123. Just depends how you do your key. Yeah? Okay, first ones, are you ready to copy them down in order? On your scratch paper, just write them down, and then we'll put them in a stem and leaf plot. So just make a list, left to right, and put them in order, but they're kind of small on the board. All right, here we go. Right here. I'll read them out loud. Are you ready? The first number is 2. Write it down. Then 3, 5, 6, 10, 14, 18, 23, 23, 30, 36, 55. You made it. So I took all of this, and first you got to put it in order, smallest to biggest. Now make yourself a little T-chart. All right, everything on the left, do you remember what word this is?
Stem.
Yay, good work, write it, stem. Everything on this side is leaf. Okay. On your piece of paper, will you write this vocab word? Distribution. Let's talk about that first. The distribution of these numbers. Because what's the smallest number?
2.
What's the biggest number? So distribution, you're talking about the numbers. Is there a big spread between 2 and 55? Yep, there's a big spread. Are most of those numbers close together? Look at these. Do you think those are close together? Yeah, kind of. I mean, they skip around a little bit, right? So the distribution, you can say that it's evenly distributed, meaning the numbers are close together. Or is there one that's kind of far away from all the rest? What one is kind of far away? There's a big jump from 36 to 55, right? So you could say the distribution of the number, there's a jump. Jump from 36 to 55. Okay. Now, I also noticed something about the distribution. I would say most of them are two-digit numbers. Do you agree? Most of them are two digits, yes, no? All right, so we can say most are two-digit. Now that's going to help us with our stem. However, tell me again, what's the smallest number? How would we do a stem when there's only one digit and two, but we want to make it two digits? Shan, thanks for raising your hand. What do you think we should do?
You put a 0 in the stem and a 2 in the leaf.
She said put a 0 in the stem and a 2 on the leaf. How many of you give Cheyenne a thumbs up and agree? That would totally work. Okay, before we do anything else then, let's make a legend, a key. And let's tell people who maybe look at that and think, what the crap does 0, 2 mean? So make a legend, make a key. Cheyenne, 0/2 just stands for the number 2. Okay, is there any other numbers that needs to go on stem 0?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, what comes after the 2 then? Okay, then what? Perfect. Anything else? I'd say stop on that stem because then you would start a new stem. How come? 10. 10 is the new number. So what's the stem on 10, Josh? 1. Good work. What would the leaf be, Josh?
0.
0. Perfect. Because that reads 1/0 would mean 10. All right, do we have any other leaves on stem 1? All right, you ready, Dee? Tell me what they are. All right, 14. How do I write that, though? 4 after the 0. Okay. Anything else, Dee? Perfect. She said 18, so put an 8 after the 4. How many are like, yeah, I agree, Dee. You agree with that? Okay, shout it out, guys. What's the next stem? No, just the stem. 2 is the stem, yeah? All right, what's the next leaf on stem 2? What's the next one? Wait, is it okay to write it twice?
Yes.
It's necessary because there's 2 of them, right? Anything else on stem 2? All right, what's our next stem then? 3. What's the first leaf?
0.
Next leaf.
6.
What's the last stem?
5.
You know what? If you want a perfect stem, technically you should have a 4 in there. It should go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5. However, are there any leaves for 4?
No.
No, so just leave that part blank. It's just saying we're jumping. And then the 5, what's the leaf? 5. Technically a perfect 7-leaf plot, you would have all of that in there. Okay, keep going on your scratch paper. I have more questions for you. Now these are review questions. They are called central tendency. Cool. What are they called? Okay, but no one remembers that. What central tendency is? Mean, median, mode, range. Have you heard those? Okay, so mean, median, mode, range. Let me make myself a little more room. Let's move this guy. Move that guy. All right, let's talk about, let's kind of go out of order, range first. So on your scratch paper, will you write down range? Okay, my last class figured this out in maybe 5 seconds. And I didn't even help them. I said, what's range? And one girl was like, well, I saw it in the classroom and this is what it is. And I was like, you did? Where do you think she looked? Word wall. Word wall gives range away completely. Find it. Find range on the word wall. Okay, Chance and Emily are super close. Chance and Emily, it says range, but what does it say after it? That's how you find range. Do the biggest number minus the smallest number. What is the biggest number? What's the smallest number? 2. All right, so 55 minus 2, what's the range?
53.
Easy enough, yeah? Okay, let's jump to mode next. I want a hand in the air on this one. How do you remember what mode stands for? Donnie, thanks for raising your hand. What do you think? Okay, what is it?
It's the number that appears the most.
You said it. He said it's the number that appears the most. That's how I remember it. Mode, most, mode, most. They sound the same. All right, what number is in there the most times? Check. So our mode is 23. All right, what are we missing? All right, let's go to median next. Guys, you can shout it out. Do you know the keyword for median?
Middle.
Middle! I love doing this. I just use my fingers and I bounce my way through my stem and leaf. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to use the pen and the microphone.
Yeah.
Bounce. Bounce. Just go backwards. Uh-oh. I'd say it's between these two, 4 and 8. But that is not 4 and that is not 8. What numbers are those?
14 and 18.
Okay, stop. There's a number line above the board. Use it to your advantage. Find 14. Check. Find 18. Check. What is right in the middle of 14 and 18?
16.
There you go. There's the median. The median of this stem and leaf plot is 16. That's a great question. What if it's 17 and 18? What's in the middle of 17 and 18? Jovian, 17.5. Question. What if you bounce your fingers and you land on 17 and 17?
17.
It's 17. Question D. Comment, go ahead. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. She said that her teacher had him go through the line that we made. Cross, cross, squiggly, squiggly. That worked too because we have to put them in order first anyway, right? So you already have it. Last one. This one is messy. Not so much messy as in take some work. Last one. Mean. Does anybody know how to find the mean? Lauren, how do you do it?
It's me.
It's the average. How do you find the average though? What do you think, Joey?
Okay, you have to add up all the numbers and then divide it by however many there are.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna write exactly what you said. She said add all the numbers, divide by how many numbers there are. Are you ready? Grab those calculators. Okay, type it in. 2. Wait, I want all the calculators. Are you ready? Go grab one. Kelly, you ready? Type it in. 2 plus 3 plus 5. Literally, just type them in your calculator. I'm going to do it on the board. Hopefully it works. 2 plus 3. All right, just adding them, I got 225. Did anybody get the same? 225. Good. All right, but Jovian, we're not done, right? Don't forget, now we have to divide. Make sure you hit the equal sign, so get a total sum, 225. Hit the equal button. Now we divide by how many numbers there are. How many are there? 12. All right, divide by 12. 18. 18.75. Circle it, guys. You did fantastic. Okay, next. Open up your notebooks to page 190. What page, guys?
190.
Open them up, 190. Page 190, we are on the bottom example. What example? Bottom. Don't worry about the top. We're on the bottom example. On page 190, find this notebook picture. I think yours is on the other side. Find the notebook picture. This is what you're doing. Okay, are you ready? We are going to slide together because you have to put these numbers in order. It's a lot more helpful if you have someone to work with. Keaton to Bridger, S, slide over. Sadie to Cheyenne, slide over. Caleb, hold on. Jillian to Whitney, slide on over. Is anybody willing to help me with the first stem and then all the leaf numbers? What did you get for the very first stem? Anna, what did you get? Uh-huh. So you used 1 for the stem? Yes? Okay. And then what were your leaf numbers? 7 and 8. Thank you for your help. All right, the next leaf, I assume it's 2. Cooper, can you help me out? So stem 2, what are the leaves? 3, 4, 6, and 8. Alright guys, are we missing any? We good? Alright, next one, it's gotta be stem 3. Can I get help with the leaf numbers on this stem 3? Does anybody have it yet? Go ahead, Anna, go again. 7, 7. Alright, check it. Do you guys agree with that stem 3?
Yes.
We good?
Oh,
Alright. No? Yes? No?
9.
On the 3?
Yeah.
So there's a 39? Okay, so add a 9. Thanks for checking, Matt. Okay, next one, stem 4. Does anybody have the leaves for stem 4? Go ahead, Sadie, thanks. Ooh-wee. How many of you agree with that one? Alright, we've still got stem 5. Alright, stem 5. Does anybody have the leaves for stem 5? Help us out. Go again, Cooper, thanks. 0, 2, 3, 4. Cooper, I got so lost. 0, 2, 3, 4, 8. One more 8. Okay. Alright guys, hold your conversations. I can't really listen to other people when you're chatting it up, yeah? Alright, here we go. So next one is 6. So we need the leaves on stem 6. Sadie, thanks. Go again. 2, 3. Very nice. Alright, last one. Sam, will you help us out with this last one? So it's gotta be 7, right? And then leaves 2, 3. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the distribution first. Guys, are they all 2-digit numbers? Are they all pretty close to each other? So what do we want to write for distribution? It's just looking at the numbers and what do you notice?
They're pretty much really close.
Okay, I'm going to take what Matt said. Pretty much really close. So let's put really close for the distribution. Now last time, remember, there was kind of a jump from 36 to 55. Let's go backwards. Mode. Do you know what the mode is on this one? Which number is in there the most times? Mode, most. Matt, did you find it?
2 and 5.
All right, he said 2 and 5, and I disagree. That is not 2, and that is not 5. He's going to get it. I know where you're looking, and I know where you got 2, and I know where you got 5, but those numbers aren't 2 and 5.
I don't know that.
Okay, wait. Matt, you've got it. You're so close. Look, Matt. You're saying this 2 is in there the most times, and this 5 is in there most times. I totally agree with you. But this does not stand for 2, and that doesn't stand for 5.
Oh, I just found out.
What number does that stand for?
4, 42.
It's 42 and 45. Can you have 2 modes?
Yes.
Totally. So let's put 42 and 45. Matt, thanks for staying with us. Wait a second. If you can have 2 modes, can you also have no modes?
Yes.
If every number is just in there once, you would just put no mode or none. All right, Matt, you start to do the range, which I don't have up here, but I want to add. The range is, look at the word wall if you forgot. Biggest number minus smallest number. What's the biggest number? What's the smallest? Yikes. What's 73 minus 17? All right, Josh, stay with us. 73 minus 17. I should see you crank it down on calculators. D, what'd you get? 56. Thanks for staying with us, D. All right, median. Have you bounced it out to the middle yet? Well, it's going to take a little bit of time. Boing, boing. Ah, I got this. So what number would it be? Good work. 2. Mean. What I want you to remember about mean is what Jovian said. You've got to add them all together and then divide. Add them all together and then divide. However, I'm going to stop you because I want you to work on your assignment. Flip to page 192.